Good morning, good evening, and good night, wherever you are in the world. This is the Living World of Darkness, the New York Street Magic venue. This is part 2 of a scene that was started a little while ago. We find our merry band of adventurers at the new MetLife Stadium, just across the river into New Jersey. They have made their way through various different challenges to reach the point where they are, which is standing in one of the entryway tunnels from the exterior ring into the actual stadium itself. They are kind of huddled there right now, trying to figure out what exactly to do. The situation around them is they've been able to look out into the stadium. They can see that the stadium seats themselves are actually filled with spirits that appear to be cheering and having a raucous all time. The field itself was set up for, it looks to be some type of a MLS soccer game. However, it has been altered. Much of the field has been churned up as if like a huge plow were to be run through it. And then the center is a huge hole that just seems to go on. There are arcane markings that have been made by spray paint or something on the field around the actual hole to make it look very ritualistic in nature. The air above the stadium is filled with upwards of 20 drones that have guns on them that they were able to identify positively as technocracy drones. On the field itself, currently when we left, a small procession had started from one end of the field heading towards the center. There were multiple versions of the ginger walking with the Asian gentleman that has been identified as Wu, who has been kind of in and out all through this storyline, making some trouble for our PCs and our friends. And at this point, there's loud music playing, through the loudspeakers. Y'all ready for this? And the usual sports type music, because obviously that's probably all they could find in there. But it also adds a little bit of amusement for me. The PCs are standing in this tunnel when we left, trying to figure out exactly what they wanted to do. They had various different ideas that they were tossing around. And so we will return to that conversation at this point.
Isis will make the point that I think we should blow up the stadium.
Somehow I have nothing against that.
I have a problem with that.
What's that?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Like the technocracy isn't already on our asses enough.
Fuck those guys.
Well, yeah, but still, this is
They're a fucking mess. And they're just monitoring with our little drones like a bunch of bitches trying to go, oh yeah, we're looking with our drones and we're not actually doing anything and we have clones now with the ghost guy. No, fuck it.
So out of curiosity, JC, if I take myself a little sneaky peek back out, because we came through the doorway to enter this kind of tunnel entrance area. And Taylor's been hanging around this door, so if I pop that thing open again and take a glance back through, is that hallway still nice and empty?
Absolutely.
Oh, how nice!
Yep, you look back out into the large, I guess you'd say, when I say a hallway, it's more like, this is the under area of the stadium.
Yeah, it's massive.
It's massive. So you look out under there, and you look down both ways, and you can see the closed stores and the closed shops and stalls and all that stuff that are usually open, hawking, food and drink and all these other things that are there for a game of some type or a sporting event or concert. and you kind of look both ways, and you don't really see anybody, marching down the way or hanging out or anything like that. At least, not from where you're standing.
Well, that's good.
So that's happened.
So she'll kind of lean back onto the side that everyone else is at, and whoever's closest will get kind of gestured to and like beckoned over, because you know what, these may be a bunch of spirits and shit, but for all she knows, they can hear like everything they say. So
Since if I'm remembering this right, Katie, correct me. We were in the back together because I did that magical road to help you restore your Quint.
oh, you did,
Am I remembering
Yes.
that right?
You are.
So
because you are a saintly person.
all right, so
So yeah, she'll kind of gesture to Isis, and once they're leaned in, be like, the closest thing I have for, easy blowy uppy stuff is there are gas lines that run into, well, somewhere over there, and points like across the stadium, like over the field, across the stadium, literally the opposite end. It's kind of a long haul.
Hmm.
question, JC. Would I be able to put up a map of the Met on my cell phone?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I assume there's that big ass hallway. Well, actually, yeah, you might have
Yeah, I mean,
alternate options.
Yeah, I mean, you can pull up a general map on your cell phone. It shows like the ring, and it'll show where the various different stalls are. It's a ticket website is what it is. So it shows the different sections, and it shows sometimes they'll show like where the bigger restaurants might be. But that's about all you can get from it.
Well, it's enough where we can start at least talking about something.
I mean,
Oh, sure, absolutely.
there's the
I mean,
obvious
like,
option of like the big ass hallway that just circles the whole thing. You can just walk all the way around.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, and you can, like I said, you can tell basically by looking at it on your phone where you are. You're in one of the, if you were looking at it as an oval, you're in the bottom left hand, the bottom right hand curve of the oval.
And actually, point made, if there are multiple restaurants, does that mean there's multiple kitchens and there might be one closer?
Well, the restaurants are actually served by the central kitchen.
Well, poo.
Where most of the food is made, because it's more efficient that way. They'll make the food will be, the kitchen itself is broken up into different parts, and then the food is taken to the restaurants themselves above.
So what are you all exactly planning?
Not sacrificing Ginger?
What he said.
I mean, this place is full of pure dag nasty evil. I mean, there's the added side effect of if I can't do it really well, we get blown up too, but...
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Well, I mean, if you got a better idea, I'm all ears.
On
Besides
our
throwing Ginger
side,
to, besides throwing Ginger to the hole and seeing what happens.
Last I checked, Ginger wanted to go to the hole.
yeah, because you asked her with the whole, oh yeah, betterment of mankind bullshit.
Alright, here's the thing about that. I don't mean this to say this in a dickish way, but it's gonna come out in a dickish way. Ginger doesn't have the mental capacity to think. She thinks like a child. If you tell her that it's a good idea, she's probably going to believe it's a good idea. So
She's standing right here.
Violet still gives you a side eye, Isis.
it's whatever. I
Okay.
don't want her to die. That's what it boils down to.
Nobody here does. But at the end of the day, it's her choice.
Betray not your cabal or chantry, serious offense from Ascension War, betrayal, warrants branding, and their permanent ostracism. Ginger is in my chantry mate. Without finding any ways of saving this, or whatever the scrap is, letting her go is betraying her, and I am not doing that.
I want to point out to you that if you guys are going for what your has Taylor said out loud that she wants to blow the place up via gas lines.
Yeah, on my
Yeah,
part,
I'm
it
gonna
was
assume
more.
so at this point.
Yeah, on my part, I was more thinking for a first step to bury the gingers and that guy up to the neck in dirt,
Well, you know,
If
if
I
you
would,
can get past
and
all
then.
those drones and do that, you know, you get right on it.
No,
The
I
other
was
thing-
more thinking about people with correspondence who allow us to do that.
Explain again, Violet.
It's pretty simple. If we can get both the gas line, the problem is that they are going to act. The most dangerous one are the gingers. The guy is mildly dangerous, but up until now we don't know what he can do.
He
We
cast the
know
that thing we completely blew our load on trying to unweave, and it snapped back once we got through that thing. He did that.
I'm talking about combat capacity.
Yeah, I am going to go on the assumption that if he can produce a prime bubble, a forces bubble that can literally keep us out without us doing a massive amount of magical effort just to poke a hole in it, I'm
And
going
it
to
covers the whole
assume
building.
exactly.
Probably does, anyways. Looked like it did. I mean, it's not
Your
like
gas line idea, though, is what worries me. Is that have you ever seen a gas explosion in a house?
Nope.
Doesn't take out the whole block. Takes out a house.
Well,
Pretty
it's
sure
either
you
that or get low enough to access the ones underneath and just do it under the hole or something. And I don't know how to do that. I mean, I'm sure there's tunnels under this place, but I don't know how to get to them. There's
Maggie-
probably even a maintenance place.
Maggie still has her correspondence set up, correct?
Yes.
Maggie? How quickly are the gingers moving towards the hole?
They're taking their time. You can tell. They're, you know, it's a very grand parade type situation. It's not like they're sprinting towards the hole. You know, they're doing the whole wave thing. They are steadily moving.
Generally, it's general assumption. How long would it take them to get from?
10 minutes if they don't stop. But I mean, you've already seen them stop a couple of times and, like, you know, wave and, you know, high five and, you know, do all kinds of crazy little things that gingers do because, you know, they're gingers.
And at the risk of being a total downer, guys, if the other ones are going over there, is Captain Death going to really know the difference as long as one of them's down there?
I got no
That's
idea.
another thing. That's another thing.
Yeah,
as to
but that
why
means that they have
throw
the
it.
influence, and they might use it to do something besides close it.
if I would jump in there, would that save Naomi and Violet?
What?
We don't even fucking know.
That's the problem, is we don't know. I mean, if you go down there, it fixes the rip, but I don't know if it makes the other gingers disappear. I don't know if it makes all these drones go away. So we'd still be here and in trouble, I guess, unless Death decides to, like, throw a party and bring up a bunch of dead people and kill them all or something.
The thing is,
wait.
those things up there, just like trying to kill us all the goddamn time. Like even if you do what they say, like, how do we know they're not gonna kill us anyway?
We don't.
That was
But
kind of the
everybody
point.
here in this particular spot has a teleportation trying to get back to their respective chantries. Luke, you're not a member of the Yamahara anymore, but you'd be, I'm sure, welcome there given the circumstances, if it comes to that.
Oh, so if I blow it, we can actually all get out.
Yeah.
Now,
Fuck yes.
here's a few things we need to take into account. One, technocracy doesn't like this rift any more than we do, I'm sure.
Then why are they helping?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Maybe they made a deal.
With who?
I think you should
More
listen to the
reason.
girl. I think you should listen to the girl. She know what's going on.
Blink.
Blank.
Standing beside Ginger, suddenly
Blink.
appears this gentleman.
What the fuck? Who are you?
It's dude face. Baron
What
Baron
do you want,
Samedi?
Baron?
Samedi. Yeah.
Yes.
I passed my intelligence academics roll.
No, I met him before. He did not bring a Santa sack of cocaine this time.
No,
Thumbs up to you, buddy.
not the time. Not the time.
Anthony knows what this is, but would ISIS have to make a roll?
Well, she's got.
I mean, I named
some
him.
some of you had Spirit and Prime side up. Those you have Spirit and Prime side up. This guy is bright and spiritual, extremely bright and extremely spiritual.
I mean, like, let's be honest. If you have like any points in a cult, you've probably heard of Baron Samedi.
Well, also Collins was going on and on and on about him.
yes,
Yeah, and the ones of us who have met him or know of him have already named him Baron Samedi. So you can probably assume, being mage, that's the real
no.
thing.
I just wanted to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
Luke
So he kind of looks. So he kind of you see him. He'll smile and he offers a hand to Ginger, almost like offering it, waiting for her to see if she's going to acknowledge him.
She looks at the others.
Oh yeah, no. Violet is going to put herself in front of Ginger and the guy.
Okay. He kind of looks at Violet. His eyes narrow a little bit.
Ginger will look at the Samedi guy. If I come with you, would that stop the rift, and would that keep Naomi and Violet safe?
Nothing is ever for sure, my love. You can stay, you can go, we can stop this, we cannot. Nothing can ever make someone safe. Only the decisions.
What happens if we don't stop this?
Oh, that one, and he points to the Asian guy. That one make a hole forever. Soon more come up. I know like this.
Is there any other way to close that tank?
Oh yes. We can do this.
How? She squints her eyes.
He kind of looks over and looks. You see the markings.
Mhm.
Very powerful juju. Most powerful. Thing about most powerful magic. Very unstable.
I don't like where this is going.
So, you mess up the juju.
And it goes boom.
It's possible.
What
Not
does
my,
that-
not my juju.
What does it do to the rift?
The rift is something else. He kind of gives Ginger the side eye. She know the Ginger, or the rift. She make the rift. It's her juju.
Wait, who made the rift?
My love. He points to Ginger.
Ginger looks very surprised.
Kind of been a common theme.
Yep. Not really surprised.
Yeah, you'll have to be more precise on that one.
He looks at her. He looks at Violet. You're not even alive. I don't have to be precise to you at all. Little marionette girl.
It's because I killed all the people, right?
Yes, my love.
How come that would be the effect?
It's her juju, not mine. I already tell you this, little person who doesn't matter.
Who
So what
does
about the
matter?
others that are making their way towards the rift? What are they trying to do?
At least I'm not trying to marry someone when I'm already married.
They have things they think they can do. It's interesting. It's interesting if you look, and he kind of points to the symbols on the ground. It's interesting. They think that there can only be one, and so when they get to the final one, then if Wu handles the final one, then perhaps he keeps the rift open. He will have to keep one alive, though. So I'm not sure how he planned to do this. Should be interesting to see, though, no?
Depends on your point of view.
This
Kind of peers out, looks at the rift, looks back at them.
I think this sounds like a working idea, unless somebody has a better idea.
Well, I have an idea, but none of you guys like it.
Noted. So ideas that we're actually going to go with.
I don't want to get you in trouble.
Hun, I would be the biggest hypocrite if I let you walk in there. Everything that Naomi has said about me would be 100% correct.
He shakes his head and just goes, I do not think you should go there, my love. I think this is kind of what Wu was hoping for.
What, they hoped that she'd throw herself in there?
And I think so. Because if he can make her throw herself in, that is a piece that he now controls. Right now, she is the, how do you say, and he kind of flips his fingers, how do you say, she is the fly in the ointment. He cannot control her. He has the others, but he does not have this one.
No, but he's got a whole party of hostages. Jeez. Turning matter sight downwards. If I'm looking for something besides the gas lines, can I see things like the maintenance tunnels and whatnot down there?
Sure, I would say so.
I'm gonna
Would I
start
be-
studying where they go.
How many sigils that Baron Samedi pointed out that ISIS can like readily see?
Oh, there's plenty of them down there. Like I said, they're literally painted, and they're like 5 feet tall, painted on the ground. So it's not like you can miss them.
So I'm just gonna say, guys, like, I can try to blow part of the field, but if real backlashes or anything like backlashes in all the books I've read, like, we have no idea what'll happen if we blow those glyphs.
I'm willing to bet on that.
It could just mean all of us die.
We all die someday.
I wasn't planning on today. I have a place to be on Thursday.
Maggie looks at the at Baron Samedi. What do we need to do to close the rift? Because that's my biggest priority right now.
He turns to kind of gestures towards Ginger again. It's her mojo. It's her rift.
She
I don't know how to close things.
This I not count on.
I don't even know how I opened it.
So you kill all these people. Why you kill the people?
Because I was told to.
Who tell you?
Many people.
Many people.
Taylor makes like a broad gesture out to the field.
I mean, I was in. They just gave me missions and I executed them. I worked